Okay, YouTube censorship. Now, I talked about this last night, but it is happening again. And while I have my differing opinions of these two individuals, Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones banned on YouTube hours after opening new accounts. You heard that right. So let's first of all do a quick rewind here. I want to do a quick rewind so everyone can talk about this. We could speak about this. YouTube to restore accounts banned over COVID-19 and Biden election posts. So YouTube made a big admission. YouTube will restore accounts it banned under its COVID-19 and 2020 election misinformation rules, lawyers for parent company Alphabet told the U.S. House Judiciary Committee on Tuesday. They acknowledged that the platform faced censorship pressure from the administration of former President Joe Biden. The Google-owned service was more than 2 billion users imposed sweeping restrictions during the pandemic, scrubbing content that contradicted the health authorities on vaccines, transmission, and treatments. It also banned claims of widespread fraud in the 2020 presidential election after Biden's victory was certified. The rules were used to ban several figures in the administration of President Donald Trump who questioned the election and the pandemic, including current FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino and Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy. YouTube later dropped both policies but left the bans in place, treating them as permanent. As somebody who has dealt with the YouTube censorship, nobody should go through with this, and I will be consistent on this. While I have my disagreements with a lot of people, Dan Bongino and RFK Jr. should have their channels back. Why? Because we survived the gauntlet too. Hell, we've survived a lot worse. And to you, my viewing audience, for those that do get notified when we go live, I'm eternally grateful for your solidarity and support in fighting for our channel, standing with us. And Hardlens Media has helped out other independent media networks who had their channels hit with community guideline strikes or copyright BS. Nobody should suffer through this. Nobody should be going through this at all. And when 2020 hit us, it was the beginning of the end for a lot of good content creators. And I want all these channels to be fully reinstated and fully monetized. But I never get what I want, do I? Alphabet said the platform will soon allow the banned creators to apply for reinstatement. Today, YouTube's community guidelines allow for a wider range of content regarding COVID and election integrity. And the lawyer representing Alphabet wrote, reflecting on the company's commitment to free expression, YouTube will provide an opportunity for all creators to rejoin the platform. He added that the policy only covers those banned over COVID and 2020 election violations without naming which accounts qualify or when they can return. Alphabet also acknowledged that YouTube faced pressure from the Biden administration to take down posts that did not break the rules. It called this interference unacceptable and wrong and said the company has consistently fought against those efforts on free speech grounds. The letter did not say whether any bans were made on direct orders from the administration, to which I will say, the way the administration did everything it could to cover up the Hunter Biden laptop story, I am going to believe, at least in my opinion and my perspective, that the Biden-Harris administration went through every possible loophole, doorway, window to silence and suppress any critics, be it on the left or on the right. To think this was happening under a Democrat administration. Hey, vote blue, no matter who. I mean, I'll be waiting for this apology that I'm never going to get. I'll be waiting for it patiently. Thank you. If you ever do send it our way. But to all the vote blue no matter who trolls that used to visit Hardlens Media way back in 2024, Scruffapone and everybody else, where are you? Where are you at? Because the previous administration was more than happy to silence and suppress people and tell big tech to remove content creators. The fact that we've been hit so many times, it's detrimental to a channel. I personally want my prison record removed. in the YouTube jail files. I want everybody to get a full Jubilee pardon. Continuing on, the statement came in response to a Trump administration probe into whether tech firms suppressed speech at Biden's request. Trump previously accused social media companies of silencing conservative voices critical of lockdowns and vaccines. Since his return to office, major platforms have erased their rules or have eased their rules, dropping fact-checking programs and adding community notes. Meta and Elon Musk's X have taken similar steps. House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan praised Alphabet's move on X, calling it a victory in the fight against censorship. No one will tell Americans what to believe or not to believe anymore. But this did happen. Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones banned on YouTube hours after opening new accounts. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I have my disagreements with Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones. But when Hardlands Media was on the radio way back in 2018, when Alex Jones was first banned off of Facebook, Twitter, now called X, and all other social media platforms, we did not celebrate. In fact, we were calling out, excuse me, all the people who were celebrating and cheering and dancing in the streets. Because if they can take down Alex Jones, well, they're going to take down activists, protesters, libertarians, Greens, socialists, progressives, anyone in between. Everyone was going to be fair game. And we were proven correct. Because when the Biden-Harris administration got into office, things intensified. Things got worse. Hell, even a former president, Donald Trump, was kicked off all social media. How is this acceptable? You don't have to like the person, but it gets nuts after a while when the same thing is happening over and over again. YouTube, I thought you weren't banning people. You see, in the exchange of ideas, I'd rather have the exchange of ideas than the immediate swing of the axe of censorship. I'd rather live in a world where people can make the choice of not supporting a content creator rather than that content creator being terminated, okay? You know, I believe in a meritocracy, and I believe that people can sniff out bull. I believe that people can can basically smell the crap. I'm going to treat people with respect and intelligence, but big tech, a lot of these politicians and a lot of these people who are pro-censorship want the thing for you because they don't respect any of you. They don't like you. They don't think about you. They don't respect you. So when I see stuff like this, Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones banned on YouTube hours after opening new accounts, what was their crime? What did they do? Because they're controversial or previous other videos. If they haven't done anything, if they haven't broken the guidelines, why are they banned? Unless systematically the machine and the AI program can't undo years of targeting speech and words. You know, you have to be careful what you say now. You can't express or either that cover the news without walking around eggshells. That's not content creation. That's not independent media. And I've been warning about this for a very long time. And this is the one point where I don't want to gloat. No, I'm hurt by this. And I am concerned by this because every day I wake up, will my channel still be here? Will my channel still be here? Going through this 9 times when this channel that we have worked on for so long just goes away at the flick of a finger, it's not good. And there are other content creators that are suffering worse than us. So as a viewer and subscriber, what can you do? Double check and triple check you're still subscribed. Any way you could support your favorite content creator, please do it. Because this is going to require manual input from the viewer. And it's more pressure upon you when things should be easier for you. When a channel goes live, you should be notified about it. And if you choose to watch the show or recently uploaded video, you make that choice. But if that choice is taken away from you, you're not free. So, being consistent as I am, I will say this. YouTube, restore the accounts of Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones. Simple as that.